Hi, Geetika. Hi, Kirti.
I don't know.
Hi, Arun.
Dhanus, before we start, I had a question.
Yep.
So, I had done a hiring and everything in my the organization that I'd created.
Okay.
I had done all of that yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and today when I checked, so all my hiring is gone, and it just said that it had been rescinded. So I'm not sure what that means.
Rescinded is something like an undo process. So someone have gone through your organization and someone have done that undo process on your employee. Rescinded.
But then why would someone do that?
I don't know. It's a common platform. So someone like, what is the organization name that you have given?
I have created S Enterprise, and then I've created like sub-orgs in that.
Hello?
Yeah, Arun, we can hear you. Yeah, Geetika. So S space enterprise.
Yes, and I created it using Logan's proxy because I couldn't do it with my own ID. I didn't have access, I believe.
Okay.
Hello?
Okay. Okay. Let's talk to Arun.
Dhanush,
Mm-hmm.
Dhanush, I'm not able to view your screen.
You're not able to view my screen?
Yeah, it's just a login page. I'm
Yeah,
able to
it's
see the Workday.
actually, yeah. So actually, this password got expired. So today
Okay,
we will not be able to do anything on the tenant.
okay, fine.
Geetika, do one thing. Just take a screenshot of your thing and then try to send it to me through email. I will check. Like, so we can also run certain, yeah, we can also run certain reports and see like who have done it. But I think that is a candidate. Maybe someone might have done casually, but so resend is something like they have undone your process.
Yeah, because it's not like just one employee that was removed. So I
Mhm.
had created like one main organization and then sub-organizations, and I done hiring in all the departments.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, and every single one has been removed.
okay. Acha. ठीक है, let me see, because once I get I will be able to seeing the access tomorrow, so then I will let you know what might be the reason, because I've also been hiring employees from past like 2 weeks, but everything is fine, so no one touched my record.
Yeah, actually, I was checking. I'll show you. There was some as if somebody had left a comment as well.
Okay,
The place where I saw that it had been rescinded. Let me see if I can share that with you.
just take a screenshot and send it to me, or just take a WhatsApp screenshot and just send it to me in the WhatsApp. I can look at it tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
All right. Arun, can you see?
Dhanush,
Yeah, Kirti, tell me.
I have a question. I mean, not question, actually, some doubt.
Yeah.
I created some Google Enterprises as a supervisory org,
Okay.
and then I have hired some person in Google Enterprises, like under CEO job profile. Okay, so
Okay.
now CEO is assigned to the like Google Enterprises, which is my main top node supervisory org.
Okay.
And then this under CEO under Google Enterprises, now I have the person whom I have hired, and then Google Executive Management. Okay, so I want this Google Executive Management under the CEO profile, so I'm not able to connect it. Like I tried to assign superior to this, and I'm not able to select this employee as it is a direct employee.
No, 1 second. So you hired one person as a CEO. Now under
Yeah.
that you have that executive group, and
No,
under
no,
that
not
you
under
want.
that. That
Okay.
execute group is also in the same level whom I have hired. Like they both are in the same level under Google Enterprises main supervisor.
Okay.
So now I want to move this Google Executive Management under that CEO job profile.
Okay. So that means at the top level, there is a CEO. Under that, again, you want to move one employee under that supervisory org.
No, actually I hired one employee in this Google supervisory, like Google
So that is the
supervisory
top level.
organization.
Okay.
Yeah,
That is the
top
top
level.
level. Okay.
So if you hire an employee, that employee will come below that supervisory org, right?
Okay. Correct.
So beside that, I have one more like executive management, which I created as a supervisory org under top node earlier.
Okay.
Fine. So now after hiring, so they both are in the same level.
Okay. Correct.
Now I want to move this executive management under the CEO job profile. I try to assign superior to the executive management, but I'm not able to select the person like CEO whom I hired.
No,
So I
no, no.
don't.
Actually, see, like one is supervisory organization and one is employee,
Yeah.
right? So how you can assign a supervisory organization under employee? You cannot do that. You can only assign a superior or a subordinate under an supervisory org or above supervisory org. But under employee, no. Employee is like he's an employee for that organization. So
Okay.
for you are working for an organization. Organization is not working for you, right? So in the same way, you cannot assign any organization under an employee or below an employee. You have to always make a superior or a subordinate on a supervisory or level, but not on an employee.
So
Okay,
this okay. So the person whom you like the profile which I have hired, like it's direct reporting under that CEO, right? Main.
yes. So now the chart, the hierarchy that how you have to create is you already created one person at the top level, so make him the CEO. That means how
Yeah.
you will make him the CEO, you will try to assign a role to that person, which roles and all we'll see
Okay.
like maybe in 2 days. Okay, so you will assign a role to that particular person and that person becomes the CEO of that organization. Now under that you have executive group, right, that you have created. Now again you
Yeah.
will try to hire employees under this group and now that person will be the manager. Like for example, whoever would be the CEO of the top level group would always be the manager of executive group.
Okay. So
Okay,
based on the roles.
so yeah, so whatever, like let's say you have hired 3 people, 1, 2, and 3. All those 3 people will be reporting to the top level person only. So those 3 people should come under your executive management group. Executive
Yes.
management group at that level also, the top level person should be the manager or the leader. And under executive group, you have to get 3 employees. That means 3 suporgs. If you say 1 is the manager of Suporg 1, 2 is the manager of Suporg 2, then 3 is the manager of Suporg 3, then again 3 boxes should come below executive group, and for each and every box, the person should be the manager. Again, if there are employees under Suporg 1, like who is reporting to manager 1, again you have to go and hire employees under that supervisory org. Okay, so when in the starting I showed you one like paint kind of a thing, right? So in that you have to go with that only. So there you have to say like MLHS, who is the manager, and then what is the location of the manager, and then H represents hiring. That means how many people you are hiring under that particular supervisory org. Staffing, anyways, it is position or job management. Okay, so you have to say, and then let's say you have hired 3 people, and like for that supervisory org, those 3 people will come under your this thing only, like your executive group. So again, if you want to make them as managers, so first you will create a suporg, and then for that suporg you will assign a role called as a manager, and under that suporg only you will just go, you will first hire employee, and after that you will assign role as manager for this employee, so that that manager will be acting as a manager for that supervisory organization.
That is my question. Yeah, understand. Thank you.
Okay.
So we need to assign roles then.
Correct. Roles are something like whether he's a CEO, CIO, manager, partner, who is it? We always try to assign in terms of roles only. So now we have some seeded roles given by Workday, so you can go and assign like manager or anything. But again, remember whoever is going to, like for example, Logan McNeil, you have proxied with Logan McNeil and you're creating everything. Now in order to assign role also, you have to proxy with Logan McNeil only, because whoever is the owner of that supervisory org will be able to go and assign managers or any benefits partners to a particular like through Logan McNeil itself, you have to do that assignment roles also. That is again one criteria that we have to see.
Okay, Ganesh. Thank you.
Dhanush,
Yeah, Arun.
yeah, I created the supervisory org, like how you have taught us, like, first CEO and then the executive management and the different departments. But
Okay.
for some reason, I was not able to assign a role of a manager. It only shows the owner and it shows test Asha 24.
So where it shows test Asha 24? In the
It's
roles?
under the rules, yeah.
Okay, so that means like through which user you're logging with?
The same, the Asha test.
Okay, so whenever you're doing that, it will show because you're logged in through Asha 24 and then you're trying to create a hierarchy. So obviously the owner of the hierarchy will be Asha 24, and Asha 24 doesn't have all the permissions, doesn't have all the access. That's the reason I told you whenever you're doing anything, proxy with your Logan McNeil and try to do activities so that you will go like now Logan McNeil will be the like owner of that hierarchy, whatever you are creating, and then you will have access. Like Logan McNeil have a lot more permissions, so she will be able to just go and assign people to roles to that particular hierarchy. So next time when you do it, always proxy with Logan McNeil.
And also, I tried the last class which you have taught us, like create a position. You need to assign different business process.
Mm-hmm.
And I've tried that for one of the position, but when I'm trying to hire an employee, still the position, that particular position is not showing up in the list.
So have you initialized those BPs at org level?
Yes, I mean I just went and just click on those business process and then clicked on OK. I didn't do any other step. Maybe I'm doing something wrong there.
Yeah. So what we have done on Friday is go to that supervisory or go to that go to that business process, supervisory or related actions business process, and then you have to copy the BP like business process definition, like create position, edit position restrictions on that supervisory org. Like you can select only one at a time. So just first go and assign create position and then say okay, and the option should be none of the above. If you say none of the above, then only initiation step will be initialized. Then say okay, and then again go to the same area, go and add your edit position restrictions, then hiring restrictions, then edit hiring restrictions, and then go with your hire, then assign your hire. Then come back and then start creating a position on that supervisory org. Now you should be able to see that a position will be created under that staffing tab. So go to that position related actions and start hiring employee.
Okay.
Regarding the same topic, Dhanush, so like you had told us that we would need to copy the business process individually for every supervisory organization.
Correct.
What I had done was that I copied the supervisory organization, the business process for my main supervisory organization.
Okay.
And I wasn't intending to, as in I just forgot to do it for the others, but I didn't require, as in I was able to do the hire and everything for my other supervisory organization as well.
Okay. So
yeah.
that means your BPs got inherited.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay. So that means there was some setup done somewhere at the tenant level that, like, as we were discussing on Thursday or Friday, that there is some automatic process. So I think that we have to do at a tenant level setup. So someone might have already done. That's the reason they are getting inherited. If that is the case, then that is well and good. So you don't need to add it any superorg level then.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, as in if I had missed something or.
No, that is fine. Yeah, that is fine. Then if you are, see, the ultimate intention is you have to hire employees under supervisory org. If nothing is stopping you, then if you are able to hire employees, then that is fine. But like in Arun case, like he's not able to see a position, that means he did not initialize or he did not initiate that BPs on the supervisory org. That's the reason he's not able to see that position.
And another difference was that, like you said, that we have to select the option of none of the above. So while I was copying the BP, so I did not see that option. So all I did was that all the other steps that were there, except the very first one, I just deleted all of them, like individually. from the copied file.
Okay,
And,
okay, that is fine. That means you are just anyway sending a blank kind of an BP there.
yeah, because I remembered you saying that as long as there is no other step involved, it will be the initiation, the only one step process will happen. But if you're, as in whenever you can give us a demo, if it is possible to just, show that one more time, as in, because I never, as in I couldn't find that option of.
But you should find that option, because I was training people from past 2 days on that hiring restrictions, all this around only. So I'm able to see that none of the above. But anyways, we will see, like we can go to your, like we can just go to some other supervisory org and see like whether it's coming up or not.
Yeah, sure. And all the hire that got rescinded, so will I have to do the entire thing again?
No,
Like
let's now go back, like, because the hire is rescinded means your position should be open now. Now just go and see like whether that position is open or closed, because even we can close the open positions.
My positions are open, because how I came across this word, because I went and looked at the supervisory org, and it was showing that all the positions that I had created were unfilled.
Okay.
And then I just, because I created all the employee profiles, so I just looked them up, and just to check whether, whether the employees did not get created or what went wrong. So they are coming up, and when I searched for the employee name, so it was giving me 3 options, as in it gave me the employee name option. In the second one, it gave me the hire, employee name, and rescinded option. So the pre-hire is still there. It's the hire that got rescinded. And as in I've sent you the 2 pictures that I clicked, and it is basically showing me something related to integration. So I'm not sure what happened.
Okay, so I think someone have run some integrations from the backend.
Okay.
Okay, I see SC CEO that you have created.
So I gave it a very random name, and all the employees.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. If you are pre-hire, if you still want to hire people, your pre-hire is there, right? Just go and do one more time. Yeah, just go try hire employees on that open position.
I just want to confirm that it's not a problem if I go and do the process again, is it?
You can do it. Yeah, there's no issue.
Okay.
Rescinded is something like it's an undo process. So you have hired employee. If I say I don't like those employees to be hired in that, I'll go and rescind the process. I'll undo the process. The only thing is I have to go to that business process and then I have to rescind it. So someone might have rescinded. Maybe it's kind of an integration that's saying that on this particular day, whoever have hired employee just rescind it. So that might be an integration activity that was performed by someone. So that's the reason your employees are removed and your pre-hire exists. So if you want again do it, just one more go and your positions are open, your pre-hire exists. Just go and add your pre-hire and hire employee. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Anything else? I'm really sorry. Today I thought to start with your compensation. Okay, but anyways, I'll just give an introduction on compensation, just like an overview, what is a compensation package and all. But before that, any questions?
No, I'm all done.
Okay.
Could you please tell us something like any brief about this job family group and job family? What is the exact difference between the family group and family? Like
job family. Yeah, so job family or job family group is mainly used in your reporting. If you want to create a group for a particular, let's say like there are 2 things, like you have financial organizations, you have something like HR organizations, you have something like marketing or manufacturing organizations, and you want to group these jobs under each and every supervisory. That means you want to say for HR, you want to create something like a job group. And under job group, you have job families. That means, again, you say for recruiting, you want to create a group. For your payroll, you want to create a job group. For your hiring, you want to create a job group. So job group will the top level will be something like your, let's say, HR job family. And under that, you'll say payroll job, HR job family group. And under that, you can say like payroll job family, recruiting job family, learning job family. And under payroll job family, you can again go and start defining your job profiles for under payroll, if at all you have, because this is mainly used whenever you're going for a manufacturing industry. In manufacturing industry, you have so many jobs or so many people that get hired, and then you have to create so many job profiles. And even we create job profiles based on the hierarchy, also management hierarchy. That means the CEO, the director, the individual contributor, the manager, in that way. So if at all you're using this, you will categorize that in that way, just like in categorization, which is just used for your reporting purpose, nothing other than that. And if you want to see your jobs based on your job family or job family group, we also have some reports assigned to it. So you can search for the reports with job families or job family groups, and then you'll get the name. You can run the report. That's just used for your reporting purpose, nothing more than that. That is the reason even when I try to create a job profile, I'm not assigning any job family or not job family group, because I don't require it actually. Only if at all I'm trying to report that, or I want to just say that this is the reporting group or these are the reporting results on a particular job family or group, then only I'll go and add it. Okay. So you can like, you don't need to concentrate much on those things, just for reporting purposes. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's start with compensation. So now you people tell me, what is compensation? What do you understand by compensation?
The salary and benefits, as in what a company pays an employee.
Then what is payroll?
Payroll is basically the compensation that has already been decided,
Okay.
and what ultimately gets paid out becomes part of payroll. But when you're hiring someone, there is a compensation package that you have to offer them. As in, you'll be offering how the breakage is happening of the entire package. As in, this is the salary bit, and this is all that it will constitute the benefits and everything like that.
Okay. Okay. All right. Any other inputs? Okay. So what Geetika was saying, right, that was exactly right. But here how we define something like your compensation. So compensation is something like an overall salary structure that you give it to an employee. So what is the basic difference between a compensation and payroll means? Let's say whenever, let's say Arun got hired into a particular company, so then I can offer him a package of, let's say, like 15 lakhs per annum if it is he's in India. So 15 lakhs per annum. That is a compensation that I'm offering to him, which is something like in base pay, okay, per annum. And let's say what happens in payroll means how that 15 lakhs per annum compensation is divided into different components. Those things we try to define in payroll. Like, let's say basic salary is this much, HRE is this much, allowances are this much. Like, it can be special allowance, it can be something like conveyance allowance, telephone allowance, whatever it is. So the breakage of salary we are going to configure in payroll, and then we will try to write some formulas for the calculations and all that stuff. But here in this compensation, we are only trying to consider saying that how much annual package we are going to give to an employee. And that can also, with the annual package, that means with the basic salary, if at all, I can also give other components, something like we call here in Workday as compensation plans. Compensation plans can be something like your salary plan, your hourly plan, your allowance plan, your bonus plan. Okay, so which is part of your compensation. Okay, and then we also have something like your compensation grades, or we can say compensation grade profiles. Let's say Arun have like 8 years of work experience in Workday, and now he's trying to shift an organization. And let's say he got selected in Infosys, and let's say current package is 12 lakhs per annum. Okay, but right now, once he's at the last round of interview, he just said like his expectation is 100%. So that means he's expecting somewhere like 25 lakhs per annum from Infosys on this Workday consultant job profile. Now, let's say he just gave his number saying that, okay, this is what I'm expecting. Now they cannot directly go and agree, right? So what they do is they come back, the HR recruiter say, okay, Arun will get back to you maybe by tomorrow. They'll come back and they'll see their system. in their system they have like, okay, for this experienced employee, this is the grade that we give, and for this grade, this is the range of salary that we generally provide. And let's say Arun falls under some grade C or grade D something, and then the minimum and the maximum range is around, let's say, like 10 lakhs per annum to 18 lakhs per annum. So 18 being the maximum. So what the recruiter can do is, the recruiter again can call Arun and say that, see boss, if at all you're wanting to join Infosys, then this is what we can offer. 18 lakhs is what we can offer. If not, then this is beyond our rules, our policies. So for your grade, whatever the experience that you're having, so for that grade, we can only just provide this salary, or else we can always put this, we can terminate the complete process. Again, if Arun wants to join Infosys, then he will get convinced and then he will join. Or else if he sticks to his compensation plans, then he will just ignore that particular candidature with Infosys. So that is where we call it as your compensation grade profiles. Again, in compensation grade profiles, you can give your minimum and maximum salaries that you can assign it to an employee. Okay. So again, in Workday, we have multiple things. We have something like compensation grades, compensation grade profiles, we have compensation plans. And if I together take this compensation grade profiles and compensation plans together, that is nothing but your compensation package in Workday. Okay, and this compensation package is always assigned at your job profile level, not to a position, because this job profile is internally again assigned to a position, and once you hire an employee to that position, then certain grade profiles will get defaulted, or that will be available for the employee, so that the payroll manager can see what are the profiles and assign a basic salary to the employee through. There's again a BP for this, something like your proposed compensation hire. Whenever you are trying to propose a compensation to a new hire employee, then we try to make use of this BP called as proposed compensation hire. And then let's say I've assigned some compensation, later there's a requirement for me to change the compensation, to just go and update it, then I should have a BP something like proposed compensation change, so that you're going and changing the compensation. And again, these should be assigned at a suborg level whenever you're trying to either assign or change the compensation on any employee of that particular suborg. Okay, so again, once I said like we have something like a compensation package. So again, with that compensation package, there is something like your eligibility rules. There's something like your eligibility profiles. So with that, if you try to again include that eligibility profile with your compensation package, then that is where your complete compensation module is implemented. That is as part of your core HCM. Okay, so whatever I'm discussing, your compensation grade profile, compensation plan, package, or your eligibility profiles, all these are part of your like core HCM module. Because whenever in core HCM, the ultimate intention for us to is hire an employee, and then once I hire an employee, I have to provide a compensation. Now, like how those things are getting calculated in merit plan, or how the things are getting calculated in your let's say in your bonus plan or compensation or commissions plans and all, there again you have a separate module in Workday which is nothing but advanced comp. Okay, that is actually the advanced structure of this compensation that we are going to discuss. But as of now, we will just try to understand the compensation structure for now in Workday. Once you get an handhold and once you start working on the projects on this compensation, and if you get an opportunity, then you can start working on the advanced comp later. Again, in advanced comp, it will be in something like you will go, you'll try to create something based on percentage based. And then again, that advanced comp is related to the performance management module in Workday. So let's say the employee have this particular, if the employee wants to have this particular grade, then this is what the percentage of merit plan is assigned, or percentage of your commissions are assigned. All these are based on some dependencies. But in core HCM, in this compensation, we'll just try to understand how your compensation basic salary is assigned to an employee. Okay, and then whenever we say like eligibility profiles, again eligibility profiles you can add on your like your package as well at the top level, or else you can also add an eligibility profile at your plans as well, which is something like your compensation plans. Okay, so once you add these things to your Workday, like once you add these compensation grades, compensation plans to compensation package, and that compensation package you'll add it at a grade profile, and then once you hire an employee under that job profile, then those compensation structure will automatically, you can also default certain things to an employee if at all you do certain things. Okay. And then whenever we say like you have to just go and add certain plans or grades that you want to bundle together into your compensation packages, that means compensation package will always hold these grade profiles and your compensation plans. So here, maybe not today, tomorrow we will try to create individual plan. Like I will try to show you how to create an allowance plan, how to create a salary plan, and then at the same time I will try to create one grade profile kind of a thing. Like compensation grades, how you'd go and define your compensation grades and all. And then at the same time, you can also restrict these grades to a country. Okay, for UK, if you said, okay, for this grade, if any employees there in UK, then this is the range. Or for this grade, if the employee is in US, then this would be the range. In that way also, you can define those at your compensation grade levels. Okay, and once these are done, then you can just go and assign these, bundle these into your compensation package and assign these to your employees directly. Okay, any questions? Actually, okay, I don't have. No, actually the password is not working. At least I would have created some eligibility rule and I've shown you today so that we can, tomorrow when we create your plans, we can assign this profile to your plans, etc. Okay, but and this compensation is a very simple module. You don't need to like whenever we have given our certifications or whenever we try to do it in the real time, the basic thing is we have to basically give a compensation to an employee. That is where we used to create your plans and all. And whenever, even when you go to any employee also, there you have an option of like giving him a one-time payment or trying to assign an allowance plan or a salary plan. Or let's say you want to default certain things, like say an employee who is working in UK should get the allowance like allowance plan as $10, and who is working in UK should get somewhere like 20 pounds. In that way, you want to by default things to an employee. That also you can do it through your eligibility profiles. Okay, where we will go and we can assign those eligibility profiles to your grade plans as well. Okay, so but I can only just go and show you these things, but no way today, so we have to only go and create them tomorrow. Okay, just remember your compensation grades are nothing but it just provides the ranges of the salary. It can be what can be added to a minimum and maximum, and your grade profiles allow you to assign a worker to a different compensation range, or you can always go and add a default value. See that a worker gets a default value based on your compensation ranges that were defined. All right, any questions, any queries? And then whenever, even when we go and create your allowance plans, there will be two types of allowance plans that I'm going to explain. One would be amount based, or it's percentage based, or unit based. So here your client will not tell you directly whether how you are going. If they say that we are going to assign a direct amount to that employee, it should always be an amount based. Or if it's a percentage based, they will again will tell you that there would be a percentage and a frequency that should be indicated. If it is an units based, then they will try to give some units like number of units, and they will give a frequency, and then they will give something like value per that particular unit, and then currency. So you have to just go multiply with like units with frequency, and then see that some input results are like the results are calculated and then shown onto the employee default screen when it's something like your unit based. And these three types you have it in your allowance plans, because maybe in interviews also they might ask you what are the different types of allowance plans you have. Then you have to say it's either amount based, percentage based, or unit based. Any of these three would be your allowance plans. Okay, what else? And we have some standard reports also for your compensation. So maybe once, so tomorrow what I'll do is I'll just take a simple example. So because this explaining these grades, grade profiles and all, it will be something like a story. I'll just take an example and I'll start creating things in front of you so that you will understand. So we'll go step by step, and then once we'll start defining your compensation grades, grade profiles. Then we'll go start creating your plans, compensation plans, like your salary plan, your relevance plan and all. And then we will try to just like combine these two things on a compensation package. And whenever you go and define a salary, like a job profile, you go and assign this compensation package, so that when these two things, like both the concepts, like your grades, grade profiles and plans, will be assigned to the employee. And once you have assigned it, then again you can go assign these BPs on a particular org, and then you can start proposing and compensation to that particular employee. All right, which again we'll see only tomorrow, but because the tenant is not working right now. All right, so any questions, any queries? It's too late for us here in India, but any questions from your side? All right, so guys, if you don't have any questions, let's wrap up, and then tomorrow we are meeting at 10 o'clock. Okay, you are fine with that, right, Arun?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 10 o'clock is much better, because I need to get up at 5:30